Once upon a time, a forbidden love story, a love that defied rules and whispered to the ear of destiny.
Isha and Dave, a complex, forbidden love affair in the heart of the commune of Gombe, the bustling capital of Kinshasa in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Commune de la Gombe is a modern, prestigious district dotted with high-rise buildings, luxury hotels, embassies, and various businesses. The provincial city of Kinshasa is the seat of the republic's institutions and of economic and political power. The streets are wide and well-paved, lined with shady boulevards, high-end boutiques, and digital billboards displaying advertisements for leading local brands. Elegant cafes and rooftop lounges host intellectual debates, while government officials, businessmen, and diplomats move purposefully along the city's refined avenues. The ambience of this commune is marked by buses and cabs lining the roadsides, under the sounds of pedestrians assaulting means of transport. Yet amid Gombe's hectic energy, faith remains deeply rooted. Saint Anne Cathedral, one of Kinshasa's most revered places of worship, stands as a solemn reminder of devotion and tradition in a city driven by ambition. Within its sacred walls, Isha, a woman totally devoted to her faith, spends her days praying and serving God. A member of a strict religious order, her life is guided by vows of discipline, humility, and spiritual devotion. She is a member of the congregation of the Sisters of the Divine Apostate of Masabiel. One day in the course of her daily apostolate, the reluctant Sister Aisha meets a charming boy named Dave. Dave, a charismatic and contradictory man, is no stranger to Gombe's high society. He moves confidently through the corridors of power, attending official business meetings and social gatherings in five-star hotels, with his tailored navy blue suits and his penetrating, convincing gaze. His personality proves highly attractive wherever he goes, but beneath his polished exterior, he bears the wounds of a troubled, dark past, failed relationships, disillusionment with love, and an opaque emptiness that's hard to fill. His painful past has even robbed him of faith in true love. To escape this melancholy world, he had resigned himself to concentrating on his professional career and ambitions. The two lovebirds should never have crossed paths to merge their worlds. But in a city where destiny weaves unpredictable stories like an artist painting a playful picture, the commune of La Gombe is the setting for an exceptional romantic film. Isha and Dave's meeting defied fate. The first time they saw each other was at a prestigious wedding reception. The wedding party was held in a sumptuous ballroom, adorned with gilded chandeliers, floral arrangements, and an orchestra playing rumba. The air was filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and elegant, well-dressed guests. Isha was only there to accompany a close friend, feeling removed from the glamour and excess of the evening. From across the room, Dave saw her, different from the women he usually met, a silent but striking presence among the crowd. Their eyes met for a brief moment, but in that instant, something inexplicable stirred inside them. Aisha turned away quickly, remembering her religious vows. But Dave, for the first time in years, felt drawn by a striking, seductive gaze. Deep down, he thought, is this something deep or just a passing attraction? As the poets say, love in the shadows always comes to light. At the end of the party, Dave had the courage to approach Aisha to talk to her and ask for her contact details. Isha, the educated good sister, doesn't hesitate to give Dave her phone number. At first, their conversations were of the friendly, innocent variety, chance encounters in the garden of St. Anne's Cathedral, enlivened by discussions on matters of faith and current affairs. Dave was captivated by Aisha's wisdom and intelligence, and despite his resistance, Aisha found herself intrigued by his depth, his questions, and his silent sadness hidden behind a confident exterior. But as the whispers spread, the pressures of their separate worlds began to tighten. Isha's religious community perceived her interactions with Dave as a betrayal of her vocation. They had warned her of the danger of emotional entanglement, urging her to distance herself. Dave's influential friends and family couldn't understand why he was attracted to a woman who had dedicated her life to God. They saw her as an impossible choice, a complication in his carefully planned future. Despite the warnings, the bond between them deepened, giving birth to a deep and true love. Every meeting, every furtive glance, every whispered conversation became an act of defiance, a secret rebellion against the expectations placed in them, a love that could not be contained. One evening, under the golden lights of the city of Gombe, Dave stood before Isha in the courtyard of St. Anne Cathedral. "No matter what the world thought, no matter what the rules, I know you're the woman God placed in my path," he said in an angelic, morose, yet emotional voice. "I want to love you, even if it must remain a secret." Tears welled up in Aisha's eyes. She had fought against this moment, against her own heart, but love had already woven itself into her soul. "Then I accept," she murmured. "Let's love each other in silence, in secret, and let God be witness to our union." For sincere love is innocent, regardless of social rank or status. This is the beginning of the forbidden union. In a chapel outside town, under a starry sky and in the presence of no one, Isha and Dave exchanged their matrimonial vows in the presence of an elderly white priest. The ceremony was simple, but it had more meaning than any big wedding. It was a love that defied logic, that existed beyond rules and expectations. Months later, their secret love gave birth to an even greater miracle. Isha was pregnant, not with a child, but with triplets. A joyful but terrifying reality. Determined to protect their family, they remained in the shadows, living two separate lives in public, but linked in private for life. Nourished by the test of time, the world was not kind to them. Judgment, whispers, and disapproving glances pursued them for years. But their love was unshakable. Over time, even their most virulent critics could not deny what they had built. Their perseverance transformed their story from scandal to legend, a testament to faith, love, and the conviction that sometimes the most difficult paths lead to the most beautiful destinations. Years later, in a beautiful house overlooking the Congo River, Isha and Dave sat together, surrounded by their children and grandchildren. The struggles they had waged, the battles they had fought, now seemed like distant echoes of the past. As the sun set over modern Gombe, bathing the city in golden light, Isha took Dave's hand and whispered, "Until the end of time." And he, shaking her hand, his heart still full of the love that had once defied fate, whispered back, "It's a love stronger than life and death."